him had to work their way up there.
And then they backtracked him and let him win the United States title from Rusev.
That was
If you was
already a
gonna do
mistake.
that, you should have done that first.
You
Put a
could-
put a Intercontinental title on him or something like that first.
I mean, at the time, it was, you could have just put the U.S. title on them or Intercontinental title, whichever title was available or whoever was there for him to be a feud with. I feel like if you was going to put the U.S. title on him, you should have did that at WrestleMania 31 instead of putting Cena in that match with Rusev, put Reigns in that match with Rusev.
But I think that's around the time when they were trying to bring credibility back to those titles. Thus, John Cena and Daniel Bryan winning them. You
That's
put
right.
two top guys, you put those titles on two top guys, you bring prestige back to them.
Weapons be the Bella's boyfriends and husband. So,
But we'll save that for another time.
I mean, even with them trying to bring credibility back to the championships, you can't just force anybody down somebody's throat. I mean, what?
Yeah, they forced Cena down our throats all these years.
No, actually, Cena. I don't want to say he got forced. Well, he did.
Well,
get
early
forced.
on, I was a fan of Cena.
Yeah, early on, he was.
Early on, like the Thugonomics gimmick, loved it.
I mean, I wish he'd just bring that back. You know,
Dude, he's like 40. Come on, man.
I mean, it'll be a fresh start. I mean, you got to reinvent yourself. You got to reinvent yourself as a superstar.
Right, a 40-year-old rapper Thugonomics. Come on.
I mean, it's 40-year-old rappers now.
Touche.
I mean,
Touche.
I mean, what harm can it do? I mean, you'll bring back something that, fans back then liked. You'll bring those fans back, and then the new fans will get to experience that too.
Didn't they try that with Evolution? Look how that bombed.
Well, you know how that bombed because Batista was looking for money
Good point.
instead of, doing it for the fans. But who's to say? I might be wrong. But with him doing that, he, reinventing himself again. That wheel come back around and around. Fans start liking him. Okay, well, I've never seen this before, so I'm gonna give it a chance. With Roman, it's just like a straight shot through all the brick walls you want. You're gonna get forced fed to see Roman Reigns as the top guy.
Basically, once Cena finally calls it quits, whenever that day comes, Roman Reigns is going to be the top guy.
Yep. And
if he's not already.
Yeah, I'm not looking for. Well, I was about to say I'm not looking forward to it, but right now he's top. He's the top in merchandise sales, which you can't go wrong with it. I mean, it's doing the company some great business. The kids love it. Excuse me. The kids love Roman Reigns as any child would as their He look like a superhero.
I just want to say one thing. Turn him heel. Please, creative team, turn him heel. We need to heel Roman Reigns. We need it.
One time.
We need it, people. Roman Reigns as a heel. We need it.
He needs it more than ever. And I think with him going heel, it will help his career better. And, you get those certain matches. You might get, Rollins versus Reigns again, but
only this time it'll be much better.
Right, with Rollins as the face, and
or Ambrose against Roman Reigns, brothers going at it.
Yeah, you see Reigns finally turn his back on Dean Ambrose and challenge him for the Intercontinental Championship.
Or maybe somewhere down the line for the big title.
Maybe. It may happen. I mean, they're both on Raw. Maybe a triple threat match is Shield members, former Shield members.
We gotta get back on the subject so we can wrap it up real quick.
Okay. Let's go back towards WrestleMania, though. I'm sorry we fell off track because we got big on Roman Reigns, that story.
I think we pretty much covered WrestleMania, did we?
No,
or did we leave anything?
We left.
I mean, that Andre Memorial Battle Royal, Mojo Rawley won it. Whoopee.
I mean, I think it's a good push for him, though. I just feel like, without the help.
Yeah, a good push straight back in the mid-card hell.
No, he's actually on a hot streak right now on SmackDown Live. He's actually on a hot streak, and I'm waiting to see more from Mojo Rawley. Now, with the Cruiserweight Championship match.
Wait, you talking about Mojo Rawley. You know who else was on a hot streak?
Who?
Zack Ryder was, too. And look what happened to him.
Well, I don't know. They kind of killed him with the Miz. The Miz kind of just shot that all down the toilet. And I feel like that was wrong on his part. I mean, he had a career milestone. Miz already was the Intercontinental Champion. Let this guy.
Well, you can't blame the Miz. Creative team did that.
Okay. Well, creative team. They should have, gave this guy a decent run. Give him, if you're gonna take the title quick, give him a month or two. Let these guys have some time with the championship instead of taking away one day into the title run. Like, or if it's not that, if it's even a little longer,
or they give him 2 weeks. Yeah.
Give him 2 weeks. Let people see him out and about with the title. Let them expose him. Like, okay, I'm the champ, and you'll get some people some butts and seats, just like people said in the past. You gotta let people expose themselves. You gotta let them be a brand, especially with a championship on your shoulder. Oh, people will come and see you any day. And then with people having, Zack Ryder's back on his YouTube channel, whatever he had, that kind of helped his career again too. So it was like, oh my God, he's Intercontinental Champion. And then you come out on Raw and then
it's gone. Just like that.
So Mojo Rawley, I think, would be in a lot better position, seeing that there's a brand split now. Back then, it wasn't a brand split. Now there's a brand split. He can emerge as a big time star right now.
And the SmackDown writers are doing a hell of a job. Well, a lot better than Raw, I must admit.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. So I'm pretty psyched about it. I want to see more of Mojo Rawley. Now, the Cruiserweight Championship match is another match that I liked, but we're not going to touch bases on it. But
it was an okay match.
No,
I liked it.
I loved it. I
liked it. I put it above I put it above Lesnar and Goldberg.
I feel like it should have been a part of the main card. Honestly, it should have been part of the main card because it had the fans into it, especially with the heel Neville. I feel like with him being heel now, I think it's his best work ever.
It helped preserve his career, yeah. And because he was floundering in the mid card as well, and with this 205 Live stuff now,
I mean,
it's really helping him.
They needed that star power from Neville, and it actually worked out in their favor. And now you got
Austin Aries paired up with him, and they creating magic together.
Yeah, and I like that. And Neville is starting to be one of my favorite wrestlers in WWE right now.
Oh, the Raw Women's Championship match.
Oh.
Wasn't a bad match. It wasn't a good match. It was just a match.
Nice way to throw Roman Reigns.
I know, wasn't that great?
with
Bayley coming out as the champion still, so
it actually shocked me because I thought Charlotte was gonna win that match, but I guess they want to keep the title on Bayley. Sasha had a good showing in that match. I think Nia Jax got the short end of the deal. I think she should.
I was just glad she was in the match. Period. I didn't think she was going to win. I'm just glad she got to be in WrestleMania. That's all.
Yeah, I think so too. I think she should have at least been the second person eliminated by some other way or form or fashion. Instead of her being the first, and it kind of made it predictable with Sasha, Bayley, and Charlotte. It's like, okay. She's just here to be here. Let's get her out first, and then we'll do what we have to do. Because they had a longer time together than Nia Jax.
It's like basically after they got rid of Nia Jax, it was last year's WrestleMania minus Becky Lynch. That's all.
Yeah, and I feel like that was a slap in the face to Nia Jax. Personally for me, I think it was, but it might not have been to WWE. She probably would have enjoyed her time. I think she could have got a better showing at WrestleMania. Now, with all that in mind, I think WrestleMania, for me, I love WrestleMania to death. I think it gets a.
I love WrestleMania too, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit there and lie about a show. It was, and I'm being real nice about it. C- at best.
Oh, I'll give it a C. plus. I give it a C plus. I mean, you still got that big shock value. You still got that big shock value. Nobody saw the Hardys coming. Nobody saw it coming. And then with, all the new champions and all the former champions keeping their respective championships, theirs
were the only title change.
Huh?
No, I said at WrestleMania, theirs were the only title change. And, wait, never mind.
Yeah. I mean, I think with what...
Hold on, weren't there 2 title changes?
It was...
Universal Championship and the Tag Team Championship.
And the United States Championship.
Yeah.
3 title changes. No, 4.
See, it's been weeks since we covered WrestleMania.
4 title changes. There's been 4 title changes. WWE, Universal, Tag Team, and United States Championships. The SmackDown Women's Championship
was also changed.
Also changed hands, so that's 5 titles. We are... Oh, man. That's a lot of title changes at WrestleMania. I thought it was less than that.
You usually don't get that many at WrestleMania.
You normally see everybody keep the titles or one person lose the championship. 5 title changes at WrestleMania, I think that's a record.
So I think we pretty much covered WrestleMania.
But the fallout was...
Let's move on to the Superstar Shakeup.
Yep, big time fallout. There's a lot of people changing course of their careers to different brands. I like one shakeup in particular for SmackDown Live.
Do tell.
I like the fact that we got Kevin Owens.
So predictable.
Kevin Owens brings a big-time story feel to SmackDown Live. He brings passion to SmackDown Live. And I like it because, you get that heel that was on Raw. You take him, you put him on SmackDown Live with a better production cast. And what are you going to turn into? Gold.
Well, that's good. That's good. I like one in particular for Monday Night Raw.
Who?
Oh, I'll give you one guess.
Let me guess. The Miz.
Yeah, it's The Miz. And you know why? Because he's right now the absolute #1 heel in the business. Nobody's topping him. Promos are top notch.
You know what? I give
matches,
you that.
not top notch, but I'll give him like 3 stars on his matches.
I give
3
you
and
that.
a half.
I give you that. With Miz being the top heel right now, I know he's going to get a lot of heat on Raw, especially with the guys that he's going into and he's going to be rivaling with. And a lot of guys that's over there right now, he had trouble
look who he got to contend with on Raw. Rollins, Ambrose, Reigns, Samoa Joe. And if he was smart, he'd try and pair up with him, not so much pair up with him, but work out some kind of, But, Joe works alone anyway.
Yeah, Joe ain't going to go for that. I'm surprised he went along with it with Kevin Owens, but, they kind of...
Triple H ordained that, but,
Yeah. But I think another rivalry with Cesaro would help out Cesaro in the long run. Even though he don't need help.
I still don't see how Cesaro hasn't been world champion already.
But him working with the Miz now would help Cesaro and the Miz better because Cesaro.
Well, the Miz really doesn't need any help right now being elevated. He pretty much saved his career last year.
Talking too much.
He saved his career last year. He had a great 2016, and 2016 is looking even better for him.
2017.
That's what I just said, 2017.
2016.
No, he had a great 2016, and 2017 is looking better for him.
Well, right now it is looking better. But on top of him losing the Intercontinental Championship, it actually does look good for him because he gets to go to Monday Night Raw on the A show.
Yes, the A show. No matter what they tell you on TV.
The A show, because right now they are not the A show. SmackDown Live is the A show. Now, I'm going to tell you another pickup from the Superstar Shakeup. Rusev and Lana.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Rusev and Lana.
I thought you were gonna say somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to get to them in a second, too. But I like the fact that they weren't doing nothing with Rusev, really. I mean,
They had him palling around with Jinder Mahal.
I mean,
That's a real career killer there.
Oh, by the way, Jinder Mahal went to SmackDown Live, too.
Poor Jinder. Poor Jinder.
I'm not even going to touch on that because that's
Poor Jinder.
poor Ginger.
Jinder, Andy Dawson, who cares?
No football references. Just playing. Man, but Jinder Mahal, let's see, Sin Cara, who I think is just a complete waste of roster
spot,
space.
yeah.
He's a roster space.
I'd rather have Jerry Lynn than Sin Cara. And Jerry Lynn's like 90. Come on.
Wow, that's slap in the face, Jerry Lynn.
What do you mean by that?
Hey, Jerry Lynn ain't that old, but with those exchanges, I feel like we're missing a couple new additions to Monday Night Raw. You got Heath Slater, baby, and all his kids with
no.
Rhino on the side.
And don't remind me.
Yeah, baby. You don't like that? You don't like that pick? He don't like that pickup. But he's going to have to live with it because he's on Monday Night Raw now, along with Rhino. You picked up a tag team.
I'd rather have Rhino solo.
And you picked up Kalisto for the Cruiserweight division.
Whoopee.
205 Live. And then you picked up, who else?
Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews. I think they should actually do something with Apollo Crews now he's on Raw. Don't just have